The situation we're currently facing is more dire than any I've come across. My 4 expeditions to Main's Deep. Now may not be the best time to discuss past events. It dates back to a high tide 4 years ago. At the time, we were driven by the fury of the dark tide into the lower levels of the hunting. I had no intention of emulating the feats of the 3 hero of heroes in conquering Main's Deep. Fortune, however, did not turn its back on us. In that dark and treacherous place, my companions and I managed to carve out a path to survival. Fate has its ways. Many of my companions fell to the corruption of the dark tide. Those left barely overcame the dark tide's influence with their... Even so, they still suffered from the torment it caused. This home leaf medal was granted to me by the former Ephor after the crisis. A victory, yes.
Messages have been sent to the encampment and all sectors of the main island, and defenses are currently being deployed per your instructions, Your Excellency.
Good. Ensure timely reports on any new developments.
Yes, Your Excellency.
I've made arrangements for the war effort. Strategically, we must always brace ourselves for the worst. Communications with the Black Shores are also underway. The Ephor's palace has previously established a connection with a consultant in the Rinascita region. We've reached an agreement granting the Black Shores permission to access Septimon's resonance nexus. In return, should any complications arise, the Black Shores are to fulfill their side of the agreement and provide...
A consultant active in Rinascita?
That's right. Her name is Buling. An interesting young lady.
So it is her. Why don't you let me handle contacting the Black Shores, Augusta? We talk from time to time. It'll help make things smoother for us.
Of course. I'll leave it to you then.
Alright, I think I got the whole picture now. Ugh, Rover, how do you keep ending up in messes like this? This is one tough cookie.
You mean...
Let me tell you. The latest data we got from the resonance nexus isn't so pretty. Something's really off with the dark tide in that Sanguis place. Normally, the dark tide getting all freaky during high tide is whatever, right? But now, I don't know what happened, because it's turning into a person. So listen up. I'll give you Tethys' rundown. That humanoid thing, that Sovereign, is gobbling up frequencies like a maniac. It's eating anything with energy. Basically, the Sovereign isn't gonna attack Septimon or Raguna anytime soon. With the Earthrender gone, poof, all the dark tide under the hunting grounds will explode like a pimple. But Smooth Move's team, cutting through the clutter, I see this Corosaurus is just the bait to hook the big fish, isn't it? Your real plan is to stop the Sovereign before it fully forms. Am I right, boss?
You are right on the mark.
Heaven and Earth are in harmony. But then again, smooth sailing isn't always a good thing either. Everything was fine until that frequency came out of nowhere. Well, let me get another reading. It's like Someone clouded the heavenly signs on.
One way or another, we must find the Sovereign and stop it before it absorbs any more frequencies.
That's right. Supernatural powers or not, it looks like it's east of the Sanguis Plateaus.
Murmur's Town. Understood. I will stop it in its tracks.
Your Excellency, with your permission, I wish to accompany you to Murmur's Town. I know this request may seem bold, and I'm aware of the dangers ahead. Gladiators! We are united as defenders of... I do not claim the right to ask this of you.
Well said, young man. Gladiators of Septimont fear no chance. Your Excellency.
Very well. You have sworn your allegiance to Septimont with your... If you wish to fight together, then so be it. I will afford your fervor its due respect. Come, take up your blades. For Septimont!
A wise choice, Augusta. It is time. Return to where you belong.
Murmur's Town sits atop the wastelands, below the hunting grounds. It has since become a forbidden territory, after the Dark Tide's corruption 16 years ago. Follow me. The Wingray can give us a lift. Avidius, ready the anchor stones. We must set up a defense line around Murmur's Town.
It shall be done, Your Excellency.
Wind guide me.
The wastelands. I never imagined that after 4 years I would return to this place.
How did this place get like this?
This is where the Dark Tide started 16 years ago.
Does this mean if we fail to stop the Dark Tide?
Warriors, do not let fear stand in our way. The devastation that befell Murmur's Town 16 years ago will never be repeated. Because now, we are here. The Sovereign won't make things easy for us. Any rash action before we can confirm its location and status would be unwise.
Your command is our duty, Your Excellency.
Yes. This will trap Sovereign inside the town. Good. Proceed as planned, Avidius. Now then, it falls to us to track down the Sovereign's whereabouts. Keep your guard up! Those hollow figures do not be fooled. They were once our own. The Dark Tide not only twisted their minds. Mark my words. It will pay for this malevolence. You take the upper area, Rover. I'll take the lower one. If you spot any signs of the Sovereign, or run into trouble, let me...
This place is too quiet. Hey, Wuling, can you help me track down the Sovereign?
You got it. Give me a sec to scan things. Sorry, boss. The frequencies around you are all over the place. The Sovereign's a slippery eel, eating up every little frequency like it's popcorn. It's playing hide and seek with us on purpose. Hold on. Maybe Tethys can use it to track down something with a similar frequency.
Understood. Abby?
What's going on? Ugh. I'm so sleepy.
Sorry to hear that. But if my clever, brave stuff.
Aw, you're making me blush.
So, that thing we tangled with before had. I need your help to sniff it out.
Yeah, easy peasy. You know I
Find anything?
The whole place smells like a dumpster fire. And that... there's something weird over there.
Is that a waystone? I've seen those back in Septimont City. They're like signposts for Outlanders.
All right, let's check it out.
This the one?
Yep, this is it.
Its right arm is missing. Isn't it supposed to be pointing in that direction?
I guess. It wouldn't be a waystone if it didn't show the way. Hey, something just flew by that way. It's that muddled scent again. Look, it stopped over there.
It's gone. Is it hiding among those strange statues over there?
Wait, are they singing?
They must be the hollow figures Augusta mentioned. No. I can't get any closer. Maybe I can split off the Dark Tide's influence.
Watch out!
Good? The wicked will face judgment. Bad timing. It worked.
Nope. That troublemaker's off again.
The wicked will face judgment. Tempest of slashes. The wicked will face judgment.
Now it's hiding inside a tacit discord? Boo!
Don't worry, we'll flush it. Wind rises. Waves rise. Judgment strikes. The wicked will face judgment. One more time. Hopefully this helps. The wicked will face judgment. Winged howls, unfettered by bounds.
Your hide-and-seek game is over.
Time to finish it.
The wicked will face judgment.
A piece of cloth. Looks like something. Why here? Is it that same muddled scent?
Well, it's got a bit of that smell, but the fabric's frequency is even stronger. It's not giving in. Kinda like a brave gladiator fighting a monster.
I see. That waystone with the missing right arm had a sleeve that was torn.
Why don't we take it to the statue? Maybe...
Rather than earned. If this power strips me of my will.
Augusta, I've got a lead. Location's on your terminal. I'll wait for you there.
Copy. On my way.
The clash of battles long past is proof of my unyielding will. Travelers who have braved the path, press onward. Step into the dark, where forsaken truths and forgotten words slumber.
This is... a Sonoro! The muddled smell makes sense now.
A gladiator who fought the dark tide in Murmur's town to his last breath. Thank you for showing us the way ahead. Augusta, over here.
Is this a Sonoro?
All right, time for Abby's rundown. So, Rover and I were tracking that shadowy monster fella. And I followed its scent right to, this Sonoro. Well, kinda. It's not the exact same scent.
Right. The frequencies the Black Shores detected in both Murmur's town and from the Sovereign are unusually complex. To track the Sovereign, we'll need to help by isolating a pure dark tide frequency. I wasn't sure where to start, but Abby's been a big help.
Don't mention it.
I assume this is your Echo friend, who saved us in the Asphodel Barrens. You have my gratitude.
No biggie.
The level of power it showed is indeed questionable for an echo. No need for explanations between allies.
Did you hear that? Through me walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me enter the city of eternal bliss. Yet all who enter must first forsake all hope. Sounds like a song. Those lyrics are pretty intense, though.
Sonoro. Let's enter it.
Are we still in Murmur's Town? No. There are small differences.
This is Murmur's Town, only from the past. It was once called Fabianum, the town of gladiators, visited by Fabius, the hero of heroes.
Augusta, look over there. Are those lingering frequencies from the past?
Let's follow them.
I didn't see you by the Oak Hollow today. You promised we'd go explore Main's Deep together. Sorry. Otto got hurt, and Uncle Philo short on help at the shop, so I volunteered. Alright. But isn't it odd how people always come asking you for help? I don't know. Me neither. I guess it is high tide season. Uncle Philo must be busy at his forge. If only we could find our way to Main's Deep. Maybe we'd hear the hero of heroes whispers and gain a mighty resonance. If I were strong enough to join the hunt, maybe my Pa wouldn't have to work themselves to the bone. You're strong to me, Angel. Sometimes I wish I could be as strong as you. I don't think I've ever had your gifts. Father always said, you swing a sword fine enough, but your resonance ability is average at best. Average? I don't believe that for a second. Your tacit mark's there, right? Hey, why are you hesitating? This is... I'm going to Uncle Philo. It's not his fault. I was just being careless. I asked to borrow some of his old rusty swords, and if I worked fast enough, he'd let me. Grandma Rosa said you need 2 lives to reach Main's Deep. We don't have our swords yet. Not this again. You really can be a handful sometimes.
Yes, 16 years ago. Right before the dark tide hit.
Huh? There's that floating thing again!
I think it's trying to lead the way for us this time. We should follow it. It's hovering by those phantoms.
There you are. I was looking everywhere for you. Here, take some of these candies. Hey, do you think what Grandma Rosa said? Like, if I really had the hero of heroes whisper in Okolo, with a resonance ability that powerful, maybe he could get better, just like how he was. The Krona keeps saying how awful this dark tide will be. And my brother's like, it won't heal. They said he'll never be a gladiator now. In that case, why not try your luck in Oak Hollow? You can take my sword. Just make sure to bring it back to Uncle Philo later.
But aren't you coming too? There's no extra sword. You can't reach Main's Deep without your sword.
It's okay. I'll wait till next time. I'll find a way to get more swords, so everyone can have one.
That little girl. Does her voice sound familiar to you? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
We've got no other leads for now. Let's...
More phantoms of the past.
Oh, look over there! I see it!
You are there! Oh, you wouldn't believe what
It's cutting out. I can't hear what it's saying. Rover, that floating thing. Seems like it's distracted. Something's messing with it, but I can't see what. Feels like...
Another waystone. It led us into the Sonoro.
You're saying we should use it to leave the Sonoro and...
Could be.
Can't believe we actually made it out. More hollow figures. So it really was that.
Don't worry. Leave them to me. Bad timing.
This should work. All right, team. Let's head back to the Sonora. Seems like our little flutterbug has finally calmed down.
Oh, I wish you were there, Angel. Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. I only ran a few laps with Eric, and guess what? He got so dizzy, he tripped over his own feet and smack! Chipped a tooth! Hold still. I'm trying to get the salve on. Look at you. Black and blue and still grinning like a goat. All right, out with it. What do you do to that thick-skulled Enric this time, huh? You're hurt pretty bad. Guess that means no Oak Hollow then. Not that it matters. I bet there's still nothing there but moss and mud. He was picking on the little ones. I couldn't just stand there and watch. So I told him, learn how to kneel before asking others to. And that's when he snapped. Couldn't beat him, but still threw down. That's just like you. heard things aren't going too well at the Hunter's Den. Ma and Pa haven't come home in days, and the whole town is holding its breath. We ought to return those swords to Uncle Philo, too. Anyway, Main's Deep will have to wait a bit longer. It's okay. We'll go after the high tide passes. Really? Thought you'd be storming around about it. What if the whispers are real? And the great resonance ability too? Maybe that's how we end up heroes of heroes, both of us. A hero of heroes. That's still what you want, isn't it? It is. I think everyone in the village wants that. The priestesses say that once you become a hero of heroes, even the dark tide won't scare you. Makes sense. Not just any hero, but maybe it also means making people smile. That sounds too easy to be true. But if that's all it takes, you've done it already, Augusta. But skip Emery.
Augusta. That's me. I guess there's no denying it now.
So Murmur's Town, Fabianum, is your hometown?
Yes. It's been a long time. About Main's Deep and the Oak Hollow?
Yeah.
The name Fabianum once stood for glory. As Septimon's front line against the dark tide. Perhaps that's why Hero of Heroes' tales always lingered here. It was said that if you brought 2 lives, yourself and your sword, you'd be granted entry. And within, you'd hear the unceasing whispers of the legendary heroes. Whispers, they say. As for the Oak Hollow, said to lead to Main's Deep, just children's tales. But Fabianum never found its hero of heroes. Ever since then, the name was lost, replaced by Murmur's Town. A scar that Septimont refuses to face. The whole town held out until the very end. Yet later, I heard from the senior gladiators that on the very morning Fabianum fell, most of the Senate lords were still sound asleep in their warm beds. It wasn't the dark tide that doomed my hometown. Forgive me. I let my emotions get the better of me. I see. Then perhaps I should spend more time with you, like you once did. Anyway, why did the Sonoro reveal all this to us?
Maybe it's helping us find that, pure dark tide frequency?
Or maybe it meant to show us something more.
A soul who endured the dark tide's corruption and still fights to speak the truth. His spirit deserves to be remembered.
Those phantoms up ahead. Looks like they've lost control.
everyone's been. Angel, what do we... Angel, what happened? You're bleeding. Stay with me. There are monsters everywhere. Just leave me.
Huh? It stopped again!
I remember being trapped inside with Angel. If it hadn't been for a brave gladiator stepping in and fighting them off with his life, perhaps we recreate what happened back then to stir the phantom.
But they're just phantoms.
Again, we'll fight them outside the Sonara.
All right. Discord. Over there.
Time to work. Moment of victory. Stay behind me. Winners win!
Let's return to the Sonara. There's likely something new to see.
This is it. At least I'm not on my knees.
He's not breathing. Thank you. Stay close, Angel. It will be all right. It's over by the alley. Let's go this way. Hang in there. Angel, my hand. Augusta, are you going to face it alone? No, I promised I'd get you out of here. No! Augusta! Hey you! Evil monster! Why don't you fight me? I'm not scared. Come on, I'm wide open. Don't look away. I'm not someone you can ignore. No, not there. Look at me. I said, look at me! Angel! Angel!
The dark tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken. fragile, child. Your strength is far too feeble, unfit to sate the hunger of the dark tide. You long to become a hero, to reign by might. But tell me, can the throne of glory be claimed by one so weak?
The dark tide paid me no mind, and the whispers, they were real. None of it matters now. Those things belong to the past. I was a reckless child. A hatchling, flailing with a sword I could barely hold. True. Though back then, I didn't really have a choice. This is Septimont. As a child, I had no desire for power. But in the city of Septimont, if I wished to rise beyond my origin and silence arrogance dressed in fame and fortune, I had no other path. Now, my strength speaks in my stead, and my blade cuts down every slander, all but prejudice. I know well what those parasites in the Senate are plotting. Draped in the temple's name, they manipulate public opinion to secure themselves a place on Capitolini Hill. But their absurd schemes betray only fear. Too afraid to face me, they skulk in the shadows, hoping empty prophecies might bring me to my knees. It's not about belief. The dark tide still haunts Septimont. As Septimont's effort, I must stay strong and answer their call. A ruler has no right to. If my resonance ability raises doubts about my right to rule, and if none appear, I will decide whether this type... One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well. Should it be you? I would gladly accept your challenge. A person of immense strength is either a nemesis or a kindred spirit.
Me? Honestly, the thought never crossed my mind. From what I've seen, being a true ruler isn't about having immense strength, whether that's a powerful resonance ability or sheer might. I've met people from Huanglong to Renacida who live with real integrity. Their skills and backgrounds were all different, and none of them were perfect. But what defines them isn't strength or anything that can be measured. It's the spirit they were born with. Resilient, unyielding. That can't be stolen. Believe me, Augusta. I see that same spirit in you.
I see. You once said something similar to me. What happened within the Oak Hollow remains a mystery. All I know is, when I found her, her resonance ability had grown immensely. So powerful that even the dark tide could not withstand it. But she failed to control it.
A dark tide occurrence 16 years ago. Its frequency must have been more stable than it is now. Maybe this is the truth the gladiator spirit is trying to share.
Your wounds? They're gone. Angel.
It's that smell, Rover!
The truth. The dark tide. Are you certain that's what we're looking for? How could Angel be carrying the dark tide's frequency?
If anyone can sniff out the truth, it's Abby. But just to be sure, I'll send the data to Buling once we're out of here. The Black Shores will give us an answer.
All right.
It's all done, boss. Tethys ran the data through a couple filters, and we zeroed in on one spot in the hunting grounds. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
So, the frequency we collected really was from the dark tide.
Yeah, looks that way. But this one's weird. It feels still, like undisturbed water. Quiet like it's asleep. If I had to describe it, I'd say it's like a reverberation left behind when the dark tide slams headfirst into someone's forte. On its own, it's not as dangerous as the dark tide. But if it got mixed with another forte and stirred up, well, who knows what kind of explosion of power that could cause.
Angel. And the dark tide. Let's go, Rover. Time to meet our prey. I'll tell the others to meet at that location.
Please hurry, everyone.
Such devotion. Forgive me, but you seem to think.
Is that so? Perhaps you'd like to remind me, my lord.
You must be aware of your rather underwhelming performance during the Tyrannos hunt. The Senate's patience is not boundless. It's reserved for those who deserve it. Unless you can present a triumph to match your exploits in Main's Deep, we'll have no choice but to reconsider your candidacy as Septimon's next ruler. Wake up, Ovidius. Isn't Murmurstown the very place where your glory began? Yet here you are, entangled in Augusta's petty concerns, when—
How very amusing, Lord Falco. You seek a ruler strong enough to lead, yet pliable enough to be led. Were I in your position, I'd keep my mouth shut. If Septimont falls, so will your ambitions, and allow me to remind you. I entered Main's Deep because I had no other choice, and my duty as a gladiator demanded it. The blood I shed, the blade I wielded, these were proof of loyalty, not entertainment for the lords. If that's how you see it, then perhaps it is I who should reconsider this alliance.
How dare you?
Ha! Got some grit, eh? Haven't let ambition cloud your mind. I like that. Falco, what are you— Watch out!
He may be under the Hollow Figure's influence. Judging by his behavior, the dark tide has already corrupted his mind. The anchor stone is nearly in place. Sir Hercule, would you please take Lord Falco to rest? This isn't far from the entrance to Main's Deep. I remember finding Mizona nearby. It's a herb that helped my companions and me resist the dark tide's corruption. Lord Falco has paid for his pride. But as a former hero, he deserves a death free from the Dark Tide's torment. I will do what I can to help. Sir Hercule, please look after him. I promise it won't take long.
All right. You go do what you believe is right.
How could it be? No. It must be the Dark Tide's illusion. This wall. No. It can't be.
My fellow gladiators, our prey has finally revealed itself.
This is the place!
No traces of the Sovereign. We must force it to show itself.
Perhaps this could work. Hopefully this helps. Last chance.
Conquest begins now. In control.
Yeah. But my belly... is...
Augusta! Augusta!
You know, No. It can't end like this. All able units, split into 2 teams. One will escort the wounded back to base, while the other prepares supplies and maintains position.
Boss, what's going on? I got a bad feeling just now and Tessus won't stop pumping out alerts. Uh-huh. Figures. That area you're in has buried many warriors. And sure enough, you blink and it's already swallowed up all the surrounding frequencies. That said, the situation's bad, no doubt. But we're not out of moves yet. The dark tide isn't spreading at full speed. If we act fast and find the Sovereign's weak spot, we might just pull a miracle for Renacita. Let's see. Fire under Earth, light be blocked. That's it! Tessus is showing messy internal frequencies and unstable structures. Looks like after stuffing itself with all those frequencies, the Sovereign's completely scrambled inside. If we can stir up the mess in its gut, even with something small, we might just throw him off balance. And then...
Terrible timing. Is there any...
It's the dark tide. The entire frequency range is under its control.
How The dark tide's inside. If we feed that monster something else. Right! The Anchor Stone. You're suggesting we let the Sovereign absorb the Anchor Stone. Very sharp. But before we act, First, we need to get the Sovereign to open up and swallow the Anchor Stone like a good boy. Second, the dark tide itself must be stabilized to keep the Sovereign nice and solid.
No. The Sovereign is far stronger than before. And you've only just recovered.
I'm not made of glass, Augusta. I am Yuno, the most gifted priestess Septimont has seen in generations. If anyone can hold back the dark tide, it's me. And I'm not going to fall on you that easily. Besides, the sacred flames already showed me my end. In the warmth of spring, surrounded by white flowers, with gentle eyes watching over me. At worst, I'll just need more time to recover. Everything's going to be all right. Then it's settled. I'll let you prepare. I won't be able to hold the Sovereign's form for long, so make the most of that window. Did you forget anything? Useful, isn't it? Keep it close. No matter where you go, a part of me goes with you. Got it? Since I've given you a tool so practical, I'll ask something in return. Just one thing. Promise me you'll stay by Augusta's side and face whatever destiny sets upon you, together. This isn't a command or a suggestion, it's a personal request. Only you can do this.
You know.
I think I understand what the unknowable void